Morning Blitz begins now.
Oh, good morning. Welcome to a wet Monday at 6:07. That's Kelly Quinn. I'm Thick Rick. How are you, Kelly?
Great. And yourself?
I'm good.
Good.
History's going to happen.
Yeah?
At the Horseshoe.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
The first ever college football playoff game.
How about that?
Unbelievable. And it'll be against Tennessee on December 21st at 8 p.m. So a Saturday night. Oh, man. That'll be exciting.
I know I looked at tickets. They're already like
Oh, I can imagine.
crazy.
I can imagine. Are they higher than the Michigan game?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, starting out. Like at the Michigan game, at least you could get a ticket for, I don't know, $180 or so.
Yeah.
These are starting at $5. Easy.
Oh, $500. Yeah,
$550.
that's where they start. That's probably like nosebleeds, end zone kind of thing.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, I'll be at home. I'll be at home, the warmth and the comfort, my own personal bathroom and kitchen and big screen in front of me. That'll work just fine. I wonder what the weather's going to be like. It could be, who
Chilly?
knows? Well, yeah, I'm sure it will be. But it could be anything, man. I mean, it could be a blizzard out there.
Yep.
You know, we're talking about almost 2 weeks away. My gosh. So, well, that'll be exciting, you know. And then if we win that game, we will definitely play Oregon. So we'll get a rematch with them. And that would take place in the Rose Bowl. So we would go play in the Rose Bowl against another Big Ten team.
Very cool. I love it.
It's bizarre. It's just crazy.
Okay, now I'm seeing tickets. Yeah, they're nosebleeds for sure. $352 is the lowest now. I'm
Okay.
seeing.
All right. So you can get a bad seat for $352.
Yeah, love to know. Okay, 50-yard lines going about $1,500.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I wonder how Tennessee prepares for this, if it's going to be really cold. You know, I don't know how you can. I mean, you know.
Yeah. I don't know. It gets cold in Tennessee. It's not like it's a warm climate.
Guess so. Yeah, it will. Get down to about, 20? Maybe at its worst. All right. Well, we got a wet and cool start to the week. Rain's going to be pretty much most of the day, on and off anyway. But we will get to 55, so it's not too cold. And then 50 tomorrow, and then another cold spurt's coming. So, but I guess it could be worse. 49 right now, and I don't know, Kelly. You remember the what do we call him? The gerbil bandit, Matthew Pancake, the guy that broke in. And he had his whatever leopard pants on, and he had gerbils in his pants from Petland that he took and all that.
I do remember that.
He is now immortalized on, there's a YouTube channel called Explore With Us Body Cam. We've got millions of subscribers. And they, you know, when they get good body cam footage, they post it. So Matthew Pancake and his crazy adventure in Hilliard over the summer is now up on Explore With Us Body Cam, a YouTube channel.
Nice.
Jeez. Yeah, that was back in July. He burglarized famous footwear and roosters and Petland and all of that. So, yeah, if you never saw that footage from Hilliard, it's at Explore With Us Body Cam. You can see it all in its entirety now.
A little birdie told me you watched Hot Frosty over the weekend.
Okay, we'll get to that.
All right.
We will get, well...
Yeah, I know. We'll
did I actually watch Hot Frosty? No, I didn't.
Not according to your wife.
No, I
got a very, very tasty, hilarious text from her.
Yeah, I got called a profanity-laced name too.
Oh, tell me about it. I'm looking at it right now. It's about the funniest thing I've ever read.
We'll talk about that coming up. We've also got to talk about these crazy drones in New Jersey.
It's so wild. And now they've seen them in New York and Pennsylvania, too.
Yeah, I mean, something's going... This is crazy.
And nobody will say what they are.
Well, if they really don't know, then I'm even more worried.
Fly those things over Licking County. I dare you. I dare you. We'll see how long those things last.
I mean, they're saying these things are the size of a car.
Yes, an SUV.
That's nuts, man.
Every night they're seeing them.
All right.
And the government's, like the FBI is investigating, Homeland Security won't say anything.
All right, we're going to talk about that coming up as well. Let's get to our Morning Blitz trivia question right now. $25 up for grabs to Water Beds and Stuff and Beds and Stuff Superstores. If you're the first person to text in the correct answer at 99700. An Ohio man has been arrested for stalking a rock band lead singer here in Ohio. We want to know who the singer is that's being stalked by this guy who got arrested. If you can't remember the singer's name, you can give us the band name. I'll even give you that. So either the band name or the singer's name. Be the first one to text it in at 99700, and we'll give you that gift card. .622 on the Morning Blitz. See you there in Wasteland. Thick Rick, Kelly Quinn. And our Morning Blitz trivia question. An Ohio man was just arrested for stalking a rock band lead singer right here in Ohio. We wanted to know who the singer was. We would also accept just the name of the band. And it's Lacey Sturm from Flyleaf.
Yikes.
Yeah. And this guy's a repeat offender. He pleaded guilty to similar charges and was released before. Local authorities say Anthony Carpenter again showed up at the Murraysville, Ohio home of Flyleaf singer Lacey Sturm Tuesday night before a person at this property made him leave. Last week, he pleaded guilty to 3 misdemeanor stalking and trespassing charges and was granted parole after spending 6 months in jail since his arrest. Police caught up with him again the next day and arrested him again. This time, a judge has ordered him to remain detained. Witnesses have told officials that Carpenter has showed up at Sturm's family's property in the past and has sent her hundreds of emails and letters professing his love for her.
Yikes.
Man, that's a stalker. I mean, how can you let him back out? And they didn't. I'm saying, how could you? You know, that is...
Where is Murraysville? Does it say? Because I'm looking it up.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's Murraysville, Pennsylvania. He's just from Ohio. I thought it was, I read that wrong. Yeah, because it just said Murraysville home, but now I see up at the top, it says the story in parentheses, Murraysville, PA. I didn't catch that part. So
okay, it's east of Pittsburgh.
All right.
Wow. So the guy's traveling.
Yeah. I mean, he's obsessed. Dude, it's okay to be a big fan, but, you know, that's taking it too far.
Yeah, dealing with probably a little bit of a mental health situation there.
Yeah. Jeff down in Washington Courthouse was the first one to text in the correct answer. So Jeff has got himself $25 to go over and spend at waterbeds and stuff. I did want to read a text we got here from Dave. It says, Kelly, do you frequent Lanning's Market in Mount Vernon? If not, your vocal twin was there Friday.
Wow, must be my vocal twin. My husband does go to Lanning's Market from time to time.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. He works up in the Mount Vernon area. But I've never been there. Well, shoot, I want to meet my vocal twin.
Maybe this is her.
You like my shirt? It says Mount Vernon because that's where I actually live. Hometown.
No, not that. Doesn't sound anything
I'll
like
take it.
Yeah.
I love her.
All right. As I mentioned, we're going to talk about these car-sized drones flying around Jersey and I guess now New York and Pennsylvania. We did get an interesting text here. It says, I'm not sure, but I just watched a video on a brand new Cadillac flying machine. They have like 3 of them, a 1-seater, a 2-seater, and a 3-seater. So I wonder if people are seeing those prototypes out flying. I don't know, just an idea, I guess. I don't know where they test fly or if they take them around the country and test fly them. I know
there are like dozens
the
of these,
yeah.
So it's not just 3 Cadillacs in the air, I can tell you that.
Right. Man, it's bizarre, though. Yeah, we'll talk about that coming up just after 7 o'clock, after Kelly's news.
It's the Morning Blitz.
And now it's time for I've Got Something.
Let's see if these dummies have anything worthwhile for us.
Monday morning edition of I've Got Something. Kelly, what you got?
We've all heard about the People's Temple cult leader, Jim Jones, the mass suicide of his followers, more than 900 people, including children, drinking poisoned Kool-Aid back in 1978 in their compound in the jungles of Guyana in South America. Well, a government-backed tour operator in Guyana wants to, for the first time, open the former commune to visitors. Now, the site is absolutely, completely overgrown with vegetation. It is in the jungle.
Sure.
But the director of this tour company called Wanderlust Adventures, her name is Rose Sucharan. She says it's time to open up this site to people who want to see it. And in answer to critics who say it's disrespectful, she says, hey, they give tours of Auschwitz. Why not the People's Temple commune? She's not wrong. There are all kinds of morbid tourism things going on out there, and Guyana, I guess, wants its piece of the pie. The tour would ferry visitors to the remote village of Port Kaituma, which sits in the lush jungles of northern Guyana. You can only get there by boat, helicopter, or plane. Once you land, it's another 6 miles through a rough and overgrown dirt trail to the abandoned commune. So it would be interesting to see. I would never plan a vacation to see this commune, but I wouldn't mind seeing video of somebody who would go there to check it out. I don't know if you saw the Hulu documentary that was out this year called Cult Massacre, One Day in Jonestown. It's 3 episodes. It's absolutely worth watching. It's completely unsettling, obviously. And they do show, pictures and video of the aftermath of the mass suicide, so trigger warning there. But it is just a fascinating study in human behavior.
Did they actually use the real audio from when everything happened? Because I'll never forget hearing that.
They use the real audio. They use real video of Jim Jones and the followers. And
wow,
yeah, it's very well done. It's on Hulu, called Cult Massacre, One Day in Jonestown.
Yeah, I don't know why, but that was a story that fascinated me so much growing up, watching the Guyana tragedy. I have no desire to go there. But you said the whole thing's overrun now?
It's overgrown.
Like jungle?
Yeah,
what is there to see then?
Well, I don't know if they'll cut it back so you can see part of the compound. Yeah, I think the compound is still there. They went there. They're all Americans. And Jim Jones is like, we can't practice freely in America because they're trying to come down on me too hard for being a cult leader. So we're going to go to this little South African country and build our own place. So he had his followers move to Guyana and build a compound.
Yeah.
And
crazy.
And the rest is history.
When you talk about how you got to get there, I mean, it sounds like a making for a horror movie or an Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah, are you kidding? I'm never being caught dead, so to speak, in Guyana, in the former compound of a freakish cult. No, thank you. If you see how they kept those people there,
I know.
The people who wanted to leave and absolutely could not, they had armed guards. They shot and killed people for trying to leave.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not a tourist attraction for me. But like I said, if it is for you, please take video because I'd like to see it.
And you're watching that happen if you're in there and you're like, why did we come here? Why did we believe in this?
People did do that.
Why did we join this?
They did do that. And there's a whole perspective from his son, Jim Jones' son, in this documentary. I tell you, it's excellent. It's been out for some months now, but it's worth a watch.
And it's on which?
Hulu.
It's on Hulu. Okay. Yeah, I guess I didn't know about that one. I definitely want to see that. All right. Well, this is a different kind of tour. Talking about the Eras Tour. This is hilarious what is going on with Taylor Swift's book. She's got like this coffee table book from the tour.
Okay, yeah.
It's called the Eras Tour book. It was released on Black Friday only at Target. That was the only place you could get it. 256-page coffee table book. And they sold in 2 days 814,000 copies of this book.
This woman really knows how to stick her hand in your wallet multiple times.
But she doesn't obviously have anybody who knows how to edit a book. This is so funny.
No.
Oh, my gosh. This is the funny part. Real quick, though, the sales totals mark the second highest number of books sold in a single week since BookScan began tracking sales in 2001. Barack Obama's memoir was number 1. But that was over a whole week. She beat it in 2 days.
Wild.
All right. So, and this is the first time this has happened, because the Swifties, I mean, you say something negative about Taylor Swift and they are all over you.
Yeah.
All right. But I guess it's kind of like having a little brother. Like, I'm allowed to pick on my little brother, but you're not.
Okay.
Because the Swifties are now coming down on Taylor for the first time I can ever remember.
Well, tell me what the typos are.
So, first off, tons of typos, low-quality images, graphic design blunders, all in what they're now calling the Errors tour book. There's a photo of Swift and her dancers in a kick line spread across 2 pages. But, books have a spine. So Taylor has completely disappeared into the crease between the pages in this one. And this kind of stuff is all through the book. And it said this sort of thing, a publishing professional wouldn't let this happen. But Swift opted to self-publish this book.
Well, no kidding. She's making like $32 million off the sales. Why wouldn't you self-publish?
Over on Reddit, they're just going to town. Fans found spelling errors throughout the book. One person found 10 different mistakes in song titles on the page devoted to the surprise songs portion of the tour. One fan said it looked like something a fan made on Shutterfly. Over on TikTok, other Swifties racking up more than 1 million views for pointing out the book's grammatical errors. And that included Taylor's clunky descriptions, which an editor would surely have cleaned up. Somebody said, I am seriously questioning if this book was even edited at all. Swift's brief passages explaining each era read like first drafts. Somebody said it's high school yearbook editing. It looks like a high school yearbook. For $40, it should be all high-quality 4K pictures we have never seen. Why are multiple pictures from her Instagram and the Errors tour movie in here?
I'll tell you why, because you people will buy anything.
Yes, that's exactly why.
She put zero time into this, and you all lapped it up. You all bought it, and you made her an extra $33 million.
Oh, my gosh. Somebody said, I don't understand how this could happen. Her entire public persona is crafted around being a thoughtful and meticulous writer.
Well, too bad for you.
They said the layout's all wonky, and they're mad because a lot of the photos are just screenshots from the movie, from the concert movie.
Oh, that's really funny.
I love it. For the first time ever, the Swifties are attacking Taylor Swift.
There's something that I guess if I'm going to try to look at it positively, if I had purchased one of those books, is you're one of 84,000 people. Is that what
814,000
people who have a really terribly written book.
Yeah.
It is a little bit of a maybe collector's item because it's so bad.
Maybe. Yeah.
I guess. Can you have a collector's item where there are 813,999 others just like it?
How can you do? I mean, when you think about coffee table books, man, those are usually good pictures, and these are just taken from movie shots. Really, that's pretty pretty bad.
All you care about is the bottom line, the money. That's all you care about. You don't care about your fans when it comes to your reading public.
Merry Christmas. Five-finger death punch on the Morning Blitz. It is 6:52. Kelly Quinn, Dick Rick on a Monday. What do we got, like 2.5 weeks till Christmas?
I don't know, man. Quit trying to give me anxiety.
I'm sorry. It's 2.5 months, Kelly.
Okay. I already had enough trouble yesterday with my Christmas decorations. My gosh.
Oh, no.
Oh, golly. I've had so much trouble with the tree lights. I put the tree up Saturday. I'm like, we're doing this. Let's get this done. Okay. It's time. It's past time,
it's
right?
It's pre-lit.
It's not pre-lit.
Oh, it's not? Okay,
no.
I'm sorry.
So we decided this year we're going for the big, remember those big old-fashioned lights?
Yeah, you love them. I know.
Love them. And color, because we usually do the white lights. And I'm like, let's do the multicolor big lights. So I went to Ace, bought some, put them on the tree. They are so blinding thick, so blinding, it makes the tree disappear. And it's like almost this glowing, like, am I having hallucinations? What am I doing? It is like way too much for the naked eye. Okay?
I guess because we used to have them. I guess I don't remember them being
well,
like
they
that.
were, because you probably had the ceramic ones.
Oh,
and
the
they
old
were more
one.
of a dulled.
Okay,
yeah,
yes,
these are LED bright. I am telling you, we were like, what is happening? It completely drowned the room in this bright LED multicolored light. So we took them off the tree and then ended up putting them on our back porch, and they look cool. So I'm glad we got them. We just put them outside. Then I just said, well, we'll just use the white lights. Just use the normal white lights that I used last year, but one of the strands wasn't working. So I put up the strands that were working, went to Ace, went back to Ace, and got another box of the white lights. Put them on, plugged them in. Well, wouldn't you know, they are an absolutely different color of white lights than the current white lights I have. The current white lights I have like a kind of a golden glow.
Oh, they're warm.
These are bright.
Soft warm. Yeah, and you got the daylight light.
Right. So then that was screwed up, and I had already wrapped them around the tree. My tree's decorated, okay?
Right. Oh, no.
So I grabbed a hold of those bad boys. I'm like, son of a... Charlie's there. He's laughing. I'm like, forget it. I'm done. I am done with this tree. So I ripped them. I didn't rip them off. I took them off gently and threw them on the table. And I'm like, I'm done for now. I can't. There's nothing I can do with this tree at the moment. So I just have to forget about it. So my tree is still not done. And so what do I get? I need to get warm lights.
You want warm white.
Warm white.
Instead of bright white or daylight white, as they call them. Yeah.
And you might think, well, why don't just leave it go? No, the difference was so bad, it was hilarious. Charlie was like, yeah, you plugged those in, and they were like, wrong! They were taunting me and all the hard work I've done trying to decorate this tree.
You're about to tear them down.
I told Charlie I was about ready to take the whole tree down. But, I like to overreact initially. I love a good overreaction, which is what I did. And then I calmed down. That was fine.
All right. Very good.
Now you come to elf practice and learn how to wiggle your ears and chuckle warmly and go hee-hee and ho-ho and important stuff like that.
And now, the 3 things you need to know before you go.
Yesterday was the 20-year anniversary of the murder of Dimebag Darrell at the Al Rosa Villa as he was on stage playing with his band Damage Plan. December 8th, 2004, a 6'5" mentally ill former Marine, Nathan Gale, burst out from behind a wall of amps and ran across the stage with a Beretta 9mm handgun, stopping at Dime, firing 4 shots and killing him. Gale kept firing as members of the crew charged him. Damage Plan Security Chief Jeffrey Mayhem Thompson, Damage Plan fan Nathan Bray, and Al Rosa employee Aaron Stoney Hulk were also shot and killed. Within 3 minutes of a 911 call, Columbus police officer James Niggemeyer arrived on the scene without backup and shot Gale dead with a single shot fired with absolute precision. Niggemeyer suffered PTSD in the years following, resigned from the police department, and got a civilian job some years later.
Can't believe it.
Hard to believe that.
20 years.
20 years.
Wow.
Yep. Well, still no identity on the suspect in last week's fatal shooting of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson in Manhattan, but the investigation has taken detectives to Atlanta. Atlanta police confirmed that NYPD detectives are there, and they arrived on Saturday. So here's where the investigation stands as far as we know. Friday night, the NYPD recovered a backpack that allegedly belonged to the suspect, and inside that backpack was a Tommy Hilfiger jacket and Monopoly money. Investigators say they believe they secured DNA samples from several pieces of evidence discovered at or near the crime scene. Police were able to extract a fingerprint off a water bottle the suspect bought at a Starbucks, but that print is smudged, according to sources, and they say it's not clear whether it will be helpful to the investigation. And then on both Saturday and Sunday, NYPD divers searched a lake near Central Park's Bethesda fountain, searching for evidence. It's not clear if they recovered anything. So basically, as far as we know, they don't know who they're looking for.
Did you see they had a look-alike contest in New York of him Saturday or Sunday? Yesterday.
Is that right?
I'm like, are you serious? Are these people all showed up? It was like a big party out there.
Yeah, people have been posting TikToks saying it's not me, but they do show their profile and it kind of does look like him.
Jeez.
Well, we are expecting Guns N' Roses to announce a world tour today. The band teased it over the weekend on social media with a video post that basically says World Tour 2025 with video of them on stage. So I guess it's not really a teaser, but it also says, quote, what you want and what you get are 2 completely different things. So I guess that's the teaser part, whatever that means, and we'll find out today at some point.
What is that?
I don't know. I guess that's enough of a tease to get us to see what the heck's going on with Guns N' Roses and their 2025 World Tour.
Come play the horseshoe.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
All right, those are your 3 things.
Lincoln Park on the Morning Blitz, 7:08. Kelly Quinn, Thick Rick, and Led Zeppelin. Not how you're used to hearing them. This video making the rounds of what Led Zeppelin would have sounded like if they were a 50s band. And, of course, somebody used AI to do this. Now, see, this is the things that AI does that are fun to me, you know. If that's all we did, it'd be great. But, you know. Anyway, so...
Wait, do you mean to tell me you don't have ChatGPT on your phone ready to go?
On my phone? No.
Yeah, the app?
No.
Oh, dude, you're missing out on some good searching.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, absolutely. AI is meant for more than just making bands sound different than they really sound.
Well, yeah. But, I mean, I'm just saying, you know, for the entertainment value, I like it. Okay. As opposed to the criminal value of AI. But I do like this. Let's see. So from Led Zeppelin 2, this is Whole Lot of Love if Led Zeppelin had been a 50s band.
You need cooling. Baby, I'm not fooling. I'm gonna send you back to schooling. Way down inside, honey, you need it. I'm gonna give you my love. I'm gonna give you my love. I want a whole lot of love. I want a whole lot of love. I want a whole lot of love.
You don't look entertained.
Yeah, I mean, if it was 1950, put that out and it'd be a hit.
Baby, I've been learning all them good times, baby. Baby, I've been yearning. Way down inside, honey, you need it. I'm gonna give you my love. I'm gonna give you my love. I want a whole lot of love.
Oh, that's great. They did the entire album.
Is that right?
They did the whole Led Zeppelin 2. I was listening to some other songs. I was just cracking up all through it, like Ramble On, and, you know, Moby Dick was on there. Just fantastic. But, yeah, just, I wonder how quick that does that. I just put in the lyrics and say make a 50s song with these lyrics, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
It feels amazing.
Excuse me, can I help you? Is this Jack?
I was a snowman.
That's not good. The coveralls and the boots, did you steal them?
Yes. Man went streaking in front of poor Ethel Jennings. Hi there.
So that was a little clip of Hot Frosty. This is the Morning Blitz, 7:22. That's Kelly Quinn. I'm Thick Rick. And so you got a text from my wife.
All right. So first of all, Hot Frosty is a new Christmas movie on Netflix. It stars Lacey Chabert, who does all the Hallmark movies, Dustin Milligan, and Craig Robinson. So here is the tagline of the movie. When a young widow's magic scarf brings a dashing snowman to life, can he help her rediscover romance, laughter, and holiday cheer before he melts away? All right, so there's the tagline. Obviously, you're going to expect something cheesy, but we talked about it on Friday, I think. And I got a message from your wife, and she said, "Did you actually watch Hot Frosty?" And I said, "No, I just watched the trailer. Did you watch it?" And she said, "I did." And I said, "And?" And her response was, "Might be worse than Cocaine Bear." I cannot do the discussion with thick justice after it was over. The effer slept through 95% of it while holding the remote, then woke up during the closing credits with actually funny outtakes and stopped it.
Called me an effer.
Yes, she did. She fell asleep and you had the remote in your hand, so she was stuck watching it.
That was Friday night. Oh, she could have got the remote.
So she said it was terrible.
Oh, she told me she could not find one single redeeming quality in the movie, which I then argued with her, and I said, but I thought you liked the closing credits, because that's what happened. Put it on, and maybe 10 minutes into it, man, I was gone.
Sound asleep.
I mean, it was terrible for 10 minutes that I know.
Yeah, those 10 minutes were awful.
They had Mean Girls was on. In the movie, Mean Girls was on the television.
Okay.
And she goes, that looks just like some girl I went to high school with. And I'm like, oh my God, are you serious right now? You know.
Yeah.
Because it's
I got it.
Dutch girl.
I got it.
You know.
Yeah.
And it was Lindsay Lohan was on the screen at the time. And it's like, so it's just that, it's that cheesy. And I woke up and I didn't realize even what happened. I fell asleep. All of a sudden I wake up and I'm looking at the TV and I have no idea what it is. And I start to change the channel. She goes, "Don't turn it now." And I said, "What?" And she goes, "Well, this was the only good part of the entire movie."
She's like, "I've sunk an entire however many hour and a half into this. You're not going to turn it off now."
I guess the outtakes were pretty funny.
The funny thing is that it's got, in terms of reviewers on Rotten Tomatoes, it has an 81%.
You're kidding me.
Which is crazy to me, and that makes me not trust Rotten Tomatoes, which I know we all know that we can't trust Rotten Tomatoes. But in terms of viewers, it's got a 53% rating, so a lot lower. A lot of people are saying, look, I expected cheese, I got cheese. What do you want? 4 stars. Somebody said they didn't expect to like it so much, but
really, this
person said, I tied one on and enjoyed it.
Tied one on, okay.
Then we get the 1-star reviews, creepy and not in a good way. So lame. We've got one that said, would probably have been a better plot if it was porn. Yeah, so there were, couldn't even watch till the end. Horrible acting, dumb story. Who is this film for? So I guess if you're just expecting something stupid, you will not be disappointed. Just something fun and cheesy and corny and...
Well, dude's a snowman, so he's constantly outside. It's wintertime, snow and everything, and he's constantly outside with no shirt on.
Yeah, because he got really ripped and skinny, and now he just looks weird.
So he's like, he's got this 6-pack abs. He's just, cut as can be. And every girl in the movie thinks he's absolutely stunning. And it's like, okay, man, this is just ridiculous.
Oh, I get secondhand embarrassment even thinking about it. It sounds like such an embarrassing movie to actually make.
But then you look at those reviews, aren't you curious?
Yeah, no, I'm not curious at all, but I see that some people really did enjoy it. Nikki says, I watched it, definitely terrible, and there's nothing about that guy that's hot. Thank you, Nikki. That's what I'm trying to say. The guy's he was hot in Schitt's Creek when he played Ted. He was cute.
Yeah.
Not my type, but absolutely cute. You could see it.
So he doesn't look good in the trailer to you? No? Okay.
Terrible. Underreacting, anorexic. He looks like he lost way too much weight for this movie just so you could see his 6-pack.
He's so cut.
It's like, I worked out, but maybe I better lose like 50 more pounds so you can actually see the 6-pack. Ew.
Doug said, sounds like Rick had a great Friday, that mother effer.
Yes.
I mean, I was gone. I mean, I was already tired.
That happens to me. We'll turn something on, and I really have good intentions, but it's just I can't keep my eyes open.
I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe Heather sat through the whole thing while I sat there and slept.
Yeah, she did the people's work for us.
Well, I mean,
well done, Heather.
I need to get her on the phone for a review then, because I can't tell you what happened. Other than that first 10 minutes.
That's all right. I got it.
And then Saturday morning, it was like the Saturday morning version of Good Morning America. One of the network morning shows on the weekend. They're raving about that and Merry Gentlemen.
Okay.
They're on there talking about it, laughing, raving how great it is, and everybody needs to see these two movies. And I'm like,
it's reached its intended audience then, I guess, in them.
So, man. But I can't even give it a review because, like you said, I slept through it.
It's the Morning Blitz.
Went outside to prove my point, and this is over my house right now. What is that?
This is a video of the Morris County drones with characteristic triangle lights on the back or underneath.
My wife and I were driving. We saw one right up above us that was the size of our car. I mean, it's crazy.
They're very fast. They dart around, but no one can figure out why are they here? The rumors have gone from Russian spies to people stalking Trump to aliens, so nobody really knows what's going on. But it's definitely concerning.
It's suspicious to me, obviously. It's creepy.
What is going on in New Jersey?
So strange. And I guess it's been going on for a few weeks.
At least 2. More than 2 weeks for sure. New Jersey residents have reported seeing these mysterious drones hovering over their homes and neighborhoods at night in the northern part of the state. And sometimes they're in groups.
Drone sightings have been reported in at least 10 New Jersey counties since mid-November. They've been spotted flying at night over important infrastructure like reservoirs, power lines, and railroads, in people's backyards and above highways. They often fly in groups. They are lit. They emit a loud humming noise. They're said to be the size of a vehicle, larger than the drones available to hobbyists. There are tons of videos on social media, if you haven't seen them yet, from people seeing these things in the sky. There's just so much footage of these drones, and it's really, really unsettling.
Yeah.
The FAA has temporarily banned drones from flying over a military base and a golf club owned and frequented by President-elect Donald Trump. But on November 26, drones flying near a landing zone prevented a medical helicopter from picking up a person injured in a car crash.
Crazy.
And so when asked, what are these things doing and who's flying them, the people are demanding to know, the residents. State leaders in New Jersey and other elected officials are like, they don't pose any threat to the public.
Yeah, I heard that
There's no
too.
threat to the public.
You don't know what it is, but
No.
you're telling me it's no threat.
Yeah. Now, the drones have also been seen in the Philly suburbs and in Staten Island, New York. And the FBI's Newark field office has urged anyone with relevant information about the drones to please call the Bureau's tip line.
Reminds me of the balloon.
Yeah, all the balloons, the Chinese weather balloons.
The Chinese weather balloon or whatever it was. The spy balloon, whatever.
This seems a little more invasive to me than a balloon flying over the sky.
Yeah, FBI spokeswoman Amy Thorson says, unfortunately, we don't have many answers, and we don't want to guess or hypothesize about what's going on. We are doing all we can to figure it out. Do we not have something that can follow them? Like, just follow it and see where it goes?
They have to take off and land somewhere.
Right.
And like I said, and I said this early in the show, and I promise you this, these things fly over Licking County, and they'll be shot down.
I know.
Everybody's armed in Licking County, and nobody's afraid to protect their property. And I don't know what type of trouble you could get in from doing that, but since nobody's got any answers, we'll take care of business ourselves. And I can't believe nobody shot one down in New Jersey yet.
Man.
How has that not happened? Because they say they're low flying.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if people are afraid of getting arrested because you're not allowed to shoot drones down.
If you can't tell me what it is, and it continues to happen and nobody's doing anything about it, I'm protecting my property.
Okay.
Now listen, I already know that Google Maps has a complete picture of my property. I know that Pokemon Go has a complete picture of my property. But dang it, that's all I'll allow. Nobody else gets a complete picture of my property anymore.
Yeah, because I've had drones, I've talked about it. I'd like to shoot them down, but I was told I would be arrested. But
those seem like hobbyist ones.
Well, yeah,
this is something different.
And by the way, so November 18th was the first time there was a report of these things. It's been that long. So we're talking, we're all like 3 weeks here almost. All over New Jersey, everywhere you said, the Warren County Prosecutor's Office issued a statement saying recent drone activity observed in Warren County. Prosecutors asked for residents' assistance in documenting drone sightings, especially those that involve critical infrastructures. And if they're flying over these infrastructures, man, that's scary. Residents said the drones are so large and they seem to hover in the same area night after night. So, I don't know. Somebody said they saw 15 over a 3-hour period in Morris County. In just 3 hours, they saw 15.
I beg you to fly those over Licking County. I beg you to do this. And nobody wants to get in trouble. I understand that. But at this point, when not a soul is able to give anybody answers and it keeps happening, all bets are off.
Right.
Is there any jury in the land who will convict me for shooting one of these things down? It's not manned, is it?
I don't know.
People up there flying them around. They are drones.
I don't know. If they're the size of a car, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Clint said, Kelly, I don't know why you're worried about drones. I've been disguised as a bush on your property for 2 weeks now.
Clint.
My gosh.
Carrie says, wow, Calamity Kelly ready to shoot down drones. Take cover. I didn't say I would do it, but somebody will. I would want to, I guess. I'm not a very good shot, is what I'm saying, Carrie. And, the bullet's got to come down somewhere. But am I wrong in saying this feels like it's might not be an invasion, but when you cannot provide an explanation to me, all you'll say is, don't worry about it. Hey, no, I am worried about it, and I'm going to do something about it. How has nobody shot one of these down?
Somebody said, right, KQ, try flying by our town. That's Dustin in Johnstown.
Yes. Yeah. You have the, it says, I'm with you, Kelly. If the FBI's unaware of it, I'm taking it as a threat.
Ron said, I build and fly racing drones and have a DJI that has GPS and stuff, and when I get to the 5 mile away mark when I'm flying, it will stop midair automatically and flash a message saying, too close to federal airspace, turn around. He said it's wild.
Wow.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Man. Well, the FBI said to please report all sightings via its tip line, 1-800-CALL-FBI. Officials are asking for photos, videos of the drone, which can be uploaded at tips.fbi.gov. For online reports, click on Submit a Tip and then use the Other FBI Crimes tab.
Okay, I guess the New Jersey governor, Phil Murphy, did meet with Homeland Security, but they're not saying what was spoken about. I've met with Homeland Security. Okay, pal, what'd you guys talk about? How about giving us some information? And I would be infuriated if I was living in New Jersey.
Doug said, just plug your Christmas lights back in, Kelly, and blind them.
Hey, that's not a bad idea, Doug.
Kelly got those big old-fashioned lights, but
they weren't the ceramic ones.
Yeah, they used to be dull, and you got LEDs, and they're
my
super
gosh,
bright.
I tell you, it was like you could almost hear it. Wow, wow, wow. It blinded me and Charlie.
Oh, my God.
Those are not, even though they say indoor, outdoor, they're only outdoor. Trust us. So this is crazy. Somebody said use a net gun, then we can inspect it. What's a net gun? Just
you shoot it and it throws a net around something.
How far does that go?
I don't know.
That feels like it.
That's a long way up there.
Yeah,
and it's the size of a car. These drones are the size of cars, guys.
Somebody says when they say don't worry about it, that's exactly when you need to worry about it.
Yeah. Somebody else said, the military-industrial complex is behind this. That was Travis said that. Somebody said, I see some at Upper Arlington every morning. It's very creepy. I assume you're talking about regular drones.
Yeah, are these, like they said, they're not the drones that are readily available to hobbyists. These things are the size, somebody said the size of an SUV.
These are not the drones you're looking for. Jeez. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's creepy. I don't think they're aliens. I think this is military something, or somebody's just developed some great big drones and they're having fun with them. I don't know.
See, if this is a military operation, you are basically flipping the bird at all these people in New Jersey who want to know what's going on. You don't have to say exactly, I guess, what you're doing, but you can say, look, it's a military mission. We're really sorry. We know that that people are worried and upset. There is absolutely no threat to you. This is a military mission and we are absolutely in control of this, etc. Couldn't you at least do that? Give by way of just some small explanation rather than going, there's no threat to you. Just go back into your homes and live your lives just like they're not up there doing whatever it is they're up there doing.
Right. If it's our military, what if they're from China? What if, I don't know, man. Who knows? Troy said, amen, Kelly. They would be shot down in Muskingum County.
I feel like a lot of us rural people would not put up with it.
I understand. I don't want to put up. I don't like.
Are you not armed, New Jersey?
I don't like the regular drone flying over my house and hovering over my backyard. I wish I would love to shoot that sucker down.
No, for sure. It's like you've experienced it in just a hobbyist drone.
Right.
That's really unsettling to have some strange drone over your property.
Yeah. And if you never heard me talk about it, our next door neighbors have a pool, and when we moved in, they had college daughters who would get out by the pool, and then this drone would fly over and hover. And it's annoying, and I wanted to shoot it down, but I'm not allowed, damn it. Let's see. Wesley said New Jersey gun laws are strict. Even if someone shot one, they most likely would know who it was.
Don't you think ever? It's kind of like, I just feel like everybody would applaud it, though. It's like, yeah, the gun laws are strict, maybe. You're not allowed to fire a gun in the air or something, but who's going to do anything about it if you're taking care of business for an entire state because nobody else will?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. They must be really equipped with some serious cameras. They'd be able to see you from 2 miles away pointing a gun at it. You'd be seeing that video all over the place.
Oh, thank you, Shane. Shane caught the Star Wars reference. These are not the drones you're looking for. John said those are Springfield drones. Oh, wait. Here it is. Those are Springfield drones looking for dogs and cats. Stop. Yeah. That's the Boba Flex on the Morning Blitz, 7:53. Kelly Quinn, Thick Rick, been talking about these car-sized drones flying all around New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, freaking everybody out. Government has no answers. FBI has no clue. And we're just supposed to sit here and wait and wonder.
Now, I've been bragging that Licking County would blow those things out of the sky for sure, if that was what was happening.
Yep.
Scott texts in a great point. They're the size of a car. Wouldn't that potentially hurt or kill someone if it was shot down?
Good point.
You're right. I did not think about that, Scott. That's why I need you in my life.
Yeah, another text said, not sure how far the net gun would go, but it could get caught in the blades of the drone and bring it down. So there is that. Doug said if Tony Soprano was still alive, this would have already been taken care of.
By being flown by Tony Soprano.
Maybe. Stephanie says, literally government control and manipulation of human emotion. The government is consistently grooming us for its plans. All right, well, there's a conspiracy. So, Carrie said it's very hard to get a permit to own a gun in New Jersey.
Yes. So a couple of people have texted that. I asked, why isn't New Jersey armed? And apparently it's not as easy as it is in Ohio to get a gun.
Right. Amy said, what if it's a military drill to see how long it'll take before people will notice in case of a foreign adversary tries to use drones on us?
Okay, well, we noticed it 3 weeks ago, so
yeah, right.
Why are we still doing it?
50 caliber will fix that drone right up regardless of its size. Jeez.
So, yeah, I think people, you start coming up with conspiracy theories because that's all you're left to do when nobody will explain what's happening.
Exactly. Yeah, that's how that goes. Every single time. When they have no answers for us, we make up our own, it seems like. And, yeah, I mean, these things have been flying around for almost 3 weeks, and the FBI can't tell us what they are. That is a concern to me. You have no idea. In our airspace, in our country, they're the size of cars, drones like we've never seen before.
Yeah.
I mean, that's creepy, man. Figure it out, guys.
And now, all right, I'm listening. 3 things you need to know before you go.
Oh my gosh, such a sad story. Longtime Channel 4 meteorologist Bob Nunley has died at the age of 68. He's been off the air since 2022 because of treatment for pancreatic cancer. But then he had a lot of, some complications with his recovery and passed away yesterday. Of course, Bob Nunley was a radio personality for 2 decades. He was on Sunny 95 before joining Channel 4 in 1994 as a meteorologist. His funeral will take place in his hometown of Marion. He loved to talk about Marion, where he was born. Arrangements are still pending. Such a sad loss for the city of Columbus. He's been around so long. It's very sad to hear that Bob Nunley has passed away. The Syrian government has collapsed after rebels seized control of Damascus. Russia's foreign ministry said President Bashar al-Assad had resigned and left the country. Opposition forces declared victory in a statement read on Syrian state television, saying the country was liberated from rule of dictator Bashar al-Assad. The U.S. military has about 900 troops stationed in Syria.
What do you do once you take over a country like that? When you shut down the government, how do you go forward?
With terrorism is how you go forward, I think. Yes. In case you missed it, a federal appeals court on Friday rejected TikTok's bid to overturn a law banning the platform unless the company finds a new owner. The defeat moves the app closer to a U.S. ban, which is set to take effect on January 19th. TikTok had challenged the law on First Amendment grounds, arguing that a potential ban would deny 170 million American users access to a popular venue for public expression. But a 3-judge panel, the U.S. Court of Appeals for the D.C. Circuit Court, ruled against the app. So, basically, the U.S. has a problem with Chinese-owned app and Americans' user data potentially falling into government hands in China. And that could be weaponized, they say, to spread misinformation. There's really no evidence to that effect, but the court found merit with the concerns. So I guess TikTok has now asked the Supreme Court to intervene and overrule the decision. And if the Supreme Court decides to hear this appeal, there will be a delay in the January 19th ban. Now, we do know President-elect Donald Trump voiced opposition to a ban of TikTok, and he is expected to try to stop the ban after he takes office January 20th. So,
well, if you're banning TikTok for that reason, you better ban Temu too.
Yeah, Temu.
Temu is another one, man. Temu, I think, is worse than TikTok.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And getting your information?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I don't know what they're doing with it.
Yeah.
The information. Just knowing what ads to hit me with, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing with the information.
Yeah, I think because this is a social media platform, they have some concerns. I don't know, man. You know, I'm a TikTok lover, so I'd be very bummed if they decided to ban it.
Well, if they could get somebody else to run it, then it could still continue.
No, they have to sell it.
Well, yeah. That's what I mean.
Which, yeah, that'd be a tough sell.
There you go, Elon. Buy it. You buy everything else.
Yeah. All right. Those are your 3 things.
Bush on the Morning Blitz at 8:10 with Kelly Quinn and Thick Rick. Kelly, 42% of us will buy ourselves a gift this year.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, self-gifters.
Okay.
So I went Christmas shopping on Saturday morning. I went to Macy's. Mm-hmm. I was out Christmas shopping, and I came home with a pair of pants and a pair of new gloves.
For yourself?
For myself. That's all I bought. I was like, well, this didn't go well.
Hey, if I'm honest and I'm making some kind of an order online, like say Amazon, I'll throw a little something in there for myself. I just bought myself a tinted lip oil.
Tinted lip oil?
Yeah.
What does that do?
My lips are dry, and I'm like, how about that tinted lip oil? That looks pretty refreshing on the lips.
All right.
And let me tell you something. I love it.
So that's like high-level chapstick.
I don't know. I'm just trying it out. It was like $15. Oh, you can't go wrong, can you? I wouldn't normally buy it, but I hid it in an order of Christmas things. I just tucked it right in there in the middle of a Christmas order. So nobody's the white. No, Charlie wouldn't care. Charlie's just get whatever you need.
All right. Well, the top 3 things that people self-gift themselves are a nice meal, nice clothes, and self-care stuff. Like taking care of your lips.
Oil.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. And nice clothes, like a pair of pants and some gloves. I'm like, what did I just do? I went all the way to the mall. I was at Macy's. I bought nothing for anybody but myself. This sucks. I just wasted this trip.
So were you looking for other people and accidentally stumbled upon these things? Or were you like, I can't find anything for them. How about I start looking for me?
Well, it's just, it's like while you're shopping for somebody else and you see something you like. Oh, I get that, yeah.
I mean, how did you find yourself in the men's pants section is what I'm asking.
Well, I was in Macy's and I thought, you know what? I need a new pair of pants for the Christmas party.
Oh, yeah, dude. I don't know what I'm wearing to that thing. It's not going to be fancy, though.
No?
No.
You know what I was just reading about? What? Speaking of company Christmas party, I read this. It said mistletoe is dying out at work parties.
Gross. Who uses mistletoe at work parties?
I mean, dying out? Why is it there? Who's left mistletoe? What in the hell is going on?
Dying out at work parties?
What?
What? You don't want a lawsuit? I can't believe it.
Who in the hell is doing that?
Ew, that's gross.
For it to be able to die out, why is it still alive at all?
I feel like it probably did happen. I'm sure early in our careers we were at Christmas parties with mistletoe. I'm sure of it.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Mistletoe at a party. I remember guys would guys would be funny with their hats, and they would have mistletoe
belts.
hanging. Oh, on the belt. The belt. Feeder on the Morning Blitz, 8:24. Kelly Quinn, Thick Rick on a Monday, and it is National Christmas Card Day.
Oh, how about that?
Does anybody do it anymore?
We get a few. We get a few.
Do you send one to those people when you get one?
Do not send a single Christmas card. Maybe one.
Yeah, we used to send, we send like 100 a year, it seemed like. And now we're done. We've given up.
I remember my mom would keep a list of the cards she received.
Yes.
And then those would be her next year's Christmas list.
Yeah, we have a book. It was a Christmas card list book.
Yeah.
With an address book.
And I tell you, she would have one of those, I think it was homemade, of some kind of craftiness. They were like pockets and pockets where you would put all the Christmas cards that you received.
Yep.
You'd have 150, 200 cards, like spilling out of this Christmas card holder.
Yeah.
That's a time gone by.
It is, man.
I still will get one. I think a couple of my sisters-in-law still send cards, which I love. I appreciate them. They're beautiful, and it's always so fun to receive a Christmas card. But I haven't sent them out in years. And are you guys sending them out?
No. I mean, we've gotten one so far this year. We have a box of Christmas cards, blanks.
Yeah.
So we could send if somebody sends us one, but we stopped getting them from the people we were sending them to, so we just stopped.
I do love the postcards with the pictures, the family pictures on them.
Yeah.
I really enjoy getting those as well. And we do get several of those. But yeah, for the most part, it's really sort of wound down.
Well, my question with cards, and this would be not just Christmas cards, but, birthday cards, Valentine's Day cards, just greeting cards in general. I know people who will keep every card they get, like in a big box. They've got like every card they've received for years and years and years.
Yeah. I've saved cards over the years. So not all of them. I do save the ones Charlie gives me. And the notes and stuff like that. I save all those. But, I probably have a bag in the basement full of cards I've received over the years. There's no reason to keep them. It's just kind of nice. Then you go back and you're like, oh my gosh. Or like, who the heck is Laura? Why did I save this?
Why'd she give me a birthday card? I don't even know who this person is.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Oh, man. This person admitted that keeping cards was the start of their hoarding problem.
Well, it's hard because it's just, the effort it takes to pick out and write and mail a card. It takes effort. And so you appreciate that. And you want to, it's tough to throw those out sometimes.
I know, but my gosh, you only have so much space.
Mark the Shark, I do save. He has sent me a birthday card on my birthday every year. I want to say for 30, 35 years.
Yeah.
Every single birthday. And so I have saved those as well. Just because he's such a good friend. And I sent him, our birthdays are a week apart. So
never sent me a damn card in my life. How about that? Oh, wait till I talk to him. No, I know. I get it. I don't know. I have saved a few from my wife.
Yeah.
I
save everything Charlie writes me.
I save
these little funny little notes that he's written me.
Oh, really?
On the, where the grocery list is, and he'll draw a picture.
Oh, you have a Charlie box.
I love those kind of things.
Oh, look at
They're
you.
just funny and sweet, and he's the greatest human being I've ever met in my life. So why wouldn't I have a Charlie box?
Now, Amanda says, I don't care for cards. Send me a song instead.
A song?
A song.
What do you mean, Amanda? You want us to write you a song? Is that what you're saying? Or
I don't know. Maybe she means like email her an MP3 or just like share a song video or something like that to her, I guess.
Oh,
details,
send
Amanda.
You a YouTube link to a song?
Yeah, I don't know. Details, Amanda. We need more details. Jacob says, I still have birthday cards from when I turned 4, and I'm 31 now.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, and Tiffany's right. It used to cost 69 cents a card. Now you can spend like $9 on a greeting card. They're so expensive.
Oh, yeah, just going in and buying one off the shelf. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. It's crazy. Earl said my mother took all the Christmas cards and made Christmas ornaments with them to give out.
Oh, isn't that a good idea?
All right. Doug says I check a card for money and then file it in Chapter 13.
Yeah.
That's how you do it, man.
I'm tired of your goddamn rock and roll, anything goes lifestyle.
This is your Blitz Rock Rundown, the Monday morning edition. Rock and roll!
Tool on the Morning Blitz, 8:41. Kelly Quinn, Thick Rick, now joined by Tess, who does 7 to midnight here on the Blitz for our Rock Morning Rundown. Kelly, I didn't tell you about this. My son-in-law, through his work, got an all-expense-paid trip to the Big Ten Championship.
Ooh, how nice.
And they went Friday, and there was festivities Friday afternoon, Friday night, stuff before the game. So they had like this jam-packed weekend in Indianapolis.
Too bad the Buckeyes weren't in it.
Well, that was the thing. They had this 2 weeks ago. This plan happened. My son had planned to go with him.
Yeah.
And then we lost it. I'm like, oh, you guys still got to go, don't you? But they had I assume they had a blast. I haven't.
They did. They were thinking about not going, but they're glad they did.
Yeah? I love being at Lucas Oil Field. It's a great stadium. It's a great situation.
Yeah.
Parking's amazing.
Yep.
Getting in and out of there, they have it down to an absolute science. It's a really good experience. So seeing any game there would be fun. It's too bad it wasn't the Buckeyes, but also, I mean.
Yeah, I know. I've seen the Cowboys play the Colts there 3 times.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I love that stadium. And the fans there are the nicest fans I've ever been around. The Colts fans, just people in Indianapolis, so welcoming. Hey, good luck today. I'm like, what? That's weird.
Will they do an all-expense-paid trip to the Buckeyes versus Tennessee?
At the Horseshoe?
At the Horseshoe?
I know, right?
Tyler wants to go. They were talking about getting tickets on the way home as soon as they found out who we were playing and the date.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think they might go.
Too. I really
would you say
go.
nosebleeds start at $380?
Yeah, right around.
Tickets don't go on sale till Thursday, right?
Oh, is that right?
Are they not? Are they already on
they're
sale?
Listed on Ticketmaster, but maybe it's just people's listing their seat. Does a season ticket holder get to keep their seats for that game?
I have no idea.
I don't know either, man. I'm just saying what I've seen on Ticketmaster.
It's all new. So. Anyway,
it's news to me.
All right. So what we got going on?
Well, let's start with some new music releases.
All right.
Pop Evil just dropped a new single called Death Walk. It's the second single from their yet-to-be-titled 8th studio album that's expected to drop in the spring.
This is the one they say is the heaviest album they've ever done,
yes.
Right? All right, let's see. So is he sing like this the whole song? With that effect?
Yes. All right. And it's really short. It's only like 2.5 minutes.
All right. Pop Evil Death Walk.
Pop Evil says, I already told you about this, heaviest and most raw work yet.
Okay. That sounds like it.
Now, 3 Days Grace released their first new single since Adam Gontier rejoined the band. It's called Mayday. We're playing it right now on the Blitz.
I like this. It's going to be interesting to see them with both singers on stage at Sonic Temple.
It's going to be awesome.
Are they going to fight for the center of the stage, or not like fight, but just it's just going to be interesting. I want to see how this. I don't know what this is going to be like.
I think it's so heartwarming. They let them back in, and they're all buddy again after 10 years. I love it. The music video for this, it's got this like wild airplane theme. They just released it, I think, on Friday. You can see it at theblitz.com.
All right.
And they're playing on Thursday at Sonic Temple, same day Korn's headlining.
Yep.
Now the Architects, they're gearing up for their new album, The Sky, the Earth, and All Between. It drops on February 28th, and get ready for this. There's a ton of F-bombs I had to edit out of this song.
Oh.
It's called Whiplash.
falsetto job there.
Oh, thanks.
People love this band.
I do.
I really do too. I am so excited for this new album. Again, it's called The Sky, the Earth, and All Between, dropping on February 28th. Wait, listen, turn this up. Mother effer! It's the last thing they say. One of the first things and the last thing. So yeah, I cannot wait. All right, Pearl Jam. Let's talk about some tour announcements. Pearl Jam is going on a 2025 spring tour in support of their latest album, Dark Matter. It's just the Dark Matter tour. And supporting acts will be announced in the coming weeks. They're going to play 2 dates in each city so that more fans have a chance to see them. And it's easier on the band and the crew, too.
Sure.
They get to rest up. They don't have to carry all that equipment around. No Ohio stops, though.
No stops in Ohio?
I think the last time they played in Ohio was at, like, Nationwide back in 2010 or something. Or,
what do they got against Ohio?
2010. I don't know. But it's a 3-hour drive to Pittsburgh if you want to go there. And they're playing on May 16th and May 18th.
Okay.
I know.
Well, this coming May.
Yes. 2025. Well, Breaking Benjamin and Stained, they're coming to Ohio. They're teaming up again. They hit the road together this fall, and they announced another co-headlining tour for 2025 with Wage War and a band called Lakeview. It's the Awaken the Fallen tour, and it's coming to Blossom in Cleveland May 19th and Riverbend in Cincinnati on May 25th.
Back to Pearl Jam real quick.
Okay.
I wonder if they've already got plans, because, so Sonic Temple's set. They're already working on 2026. Because we talked to somebody from Sonic Temple on the air, back in the spring, and said that once they've got it set, they're already working on the following year. Maybe Pearl Jam at Sonic Temple 2026. Maybe that's why they don't have an Ohio date for this first round of the tour.
Well, that'd be nice if that was the case. I'm just saying,
but it's a possibility.
It is.
Yeah.
I love your positive thinking. They haven't been to town in
I know
10 years.
But that would make sense.
Yeah.
So.
Well, AC/DC, they're back after 9 years.
Oh my gosh, I want to go to this show.
The Power Up North American Tour with the Pretty Reckless coming to Huntington, Bankfield, and Cleveland May 28th. And this one's in support of their 2020 album, Power Up.
My wife's rolling her eyes right now. Where are you at with AC/DC, Kelly?
You know what? Take them or leave them. Take them or leave them.
Right.
I did get a real kick out of Big Balls. Got a real kick out of that when I was 15.
I feel like that's the only one I would really enjoy hearing. That God. And Thunderstruck.
Stop. Really?
Yeah. So, are you going to take away my rock and roll card now?
No. Balls.
Oh, man, I want to hear everything.
It's funny, whenever I hear Big Balls, I think of Kelly.
Okay, well, yeah, sure.
Well, it's because it's the only one that comes up if you ever ask me what my favorite AC/DC song is. I just remember being a teenager and thinking it was hilarious.
All right, can we talk about Bring Me the Horizon now?
We can.
Okay.
Every sky will build my throne.
Should see Thick Rick in here right now, dancing.
I love this band. You know that.
Now, after all those delays with Posthuman Next Gen, Ollie Sykes told Kerrang! Magazine that he has learned his lesson. No more promises until the music's done. He said after the last record, he felt like people were ready to hunt him down for ransom. Now, after, at the end of this interview, he said, and I quote, "But I'm sure there'll be new music and concerts and all of that next year. Just no promises." I don't get it. But I'll take whatever I can get because I haven't seen him.
Doesn't matter. Wherever they're playing, whenever the show is, somehow I won't be able to see it.
Okay, now I'm taking back what I said about your positivity thing.
Damn it. It's been years now. And every single time something happens.
Well, maybe they'll come back this year.
It's a war. It's a parasite.
That was so cool. This came out at COVID, Parasite Eve, and he said when we forget the infection, will we remember the lesson? I thought it was such a great line at that time.
I really like on their new album, on Post-Human Next Gen, the song Limousine, if you get a chance to listen to that. And then off the same record with Happy Song, Follow You.
Yeah.
Did you see the music video for that one?
No, I haven't.
Where it's this guy, he's got his headphones on, and like the world around him is exploding. Like zombies are chasing him and after each other, and the whole neighborhood's blowing up. And it's all about him. It's at the beginning of the song, it says, "Love is deaf, blind, and dumb."
Yes.
And so it's like someone who is in love with someone, and everything could be, just crumbling around you, and you don't even know it.
He's quite the writer.
He is. That music video is awesome. All right, I'll be quick with this one. Marilyn Manson. He dropped his defamation lawsuit against Evan Rachel Wood and agreed to pay over $300,000 in her legal fees. His attorney says that he's just ready to close this chapter of his life.
I bet he is. Let's just get away from all of it and move on with rock and roll.
Evan Rachel Wood's reps saw the lawsuit as a failed attempt to undermine her credibility and silence other accusers. And that's it. That's your Blitz Rock Rundown.
All right. We'll see you again next Monday.
Sounds good.
And now, the 3 things you need to know before you go.
Ohio BCI is investigating after an officer-involved shooting at an Arby's up in Shelby near Mansfield that left a suspect dead over the weekend. The Shelby Police Department says one of their sergeants and another officer went to the restaurant late Saturday night to serve an arrest warrant for a man named Tyler Jacobs. When the sergeant approached Jacobs, officers say Jacobs pulled out a knife and stabbed him in the neck. In response, the sergeant shot Jacobs. Jacobs died from his injuries. Sergeant reportedly in stable condition. All right, Guns N' Roses did make their, I don't want to call it a world tour. It's a 2025 tour covering Europe and Middle East. So far, and I don't know if they'll announce more, but it starts in May and runs through July and hits places like Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Turkey, Hungary, Portugal, Spain, Italy, Germany, Serbia, Bosnia, Poland, etc., and so forth. And let's see, the name of the tour is Because What You Want and What You Get Are Two Completely Different Things. So we thought maybe they would explain that, but apparently that's the name of the tour. So, I don't know. They'll be touring with special guests Public Enemy, Rival Sons, and the Sex Pistols, featuring Frank Carter on select dates. So, I don't know. Hope they make their way to the U.S. I don't know why they wouldn't, but so far they have announced their European and Middle East tour dates.
Public Enemy and Guns N' Roses.
Yeah,
that is a show now.
Yep. A civil lawsuit is naming rap moguls Jay-Z and Sean Diddy Combs in connection with the rape of a 13-year-old girl in 2000. The accuser claims the assault took place after she was driven to an MTV Video Music Awards after party. Again, she was 13 years old at the time. Now, the lawsuit was originally filed against Diddy in October, but was refiled yesterday to include Jay-Z in the filing. Now, in response, I think you couldn't have given a better response than what Jay-Z gave. First of all, he claimed the filing is a result of him refusing to pay off the victim in a blackmail attempt. He says to the woman's attorney, Tony Busby, quote, "These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree?" And then he calls Busby a deplorable human being. So basically saying, if you actually think that I raped a 13-year-old, you should get your butt down to the police station and file criminal charges against me, or the court, or whatever.
Yeah.
Because that's heinous. And he's right.
Yeah.
And to me, that probably you couldn't have responded in any better of a way, but he did say, look, now I have to explain to my kids why they're seeing that I'm charged in the rape of a 13-year-old. So I don't know what happened there. Everybody always sort of links Jay-Z with Diddy, and I don't know if this is just the beginning of things or what, but it is absolutely the latest that has come out in any of these terrible crimes associated with Diddy. And those are your 3 things.
I won't be surprised if we start hearing a lot more names. A lot of big names hung out with him.
Yeah.
A lot of big names went to those parties.
Oh, yeah.
So
yep.
they're still to come.